what was this TikTok thing like? Like, what was it
Yeah,
like
man.
to
So
experience it?
so let me just sort of, I guess, walk you
And
through
also, like,
what
I spoke about it like it's past tense. It's like this is a tidal wave that's still
it.
going.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So right, started working from home, like March, first 2 weeks of March, something like that, right? Just like everyone else because of the pandemic. And I had this overarching just drive to make personal finance and investing content because I was obsessed with it, dude. Like I was obsessed with the Dave Ramsey. I was like I said, I was in the car all the time listening to it. I understood his answers. I could talk someone's face off when it came to this stuff. And I was like, I'm seeing Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin, Andre Jick, all these other great creators, and I wanted to be like them. I wanted to create content like them. And so I started on TikTok, and I forgot about the app 2 days. Like I created the video, the first video that just did really well, and I totally forgot about it for 2 days. And then I was like, oh wait, we got on TikTok. I'm bored. And I go back and I look, I'm like, yo, I got 1 million views. This is crazy. Like I was like, this is insane, dude. I mean, million
First
views.
video.
Yeah, 1 million views like 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, and it got like I don't know, like 3,000 people followed me from it. But it was certainly like an incredible step in the right direction. And I don't know if it was luck. I don't know if it was just the way I explained it. Obviously, it's continued to grow. So like there must be something there, but it was weird. And so that experience was like, yo, I'm screenshotting this. I'm dropping it in my friends that like, haha, I'm on TikTok. Ah, I got all these. I didn't really, I thought it was cool, but I was like, okay, I had no idea what it was going to be, what it was going to be now. And so then, like every other human being, how can I do better? How can I create more? What's the game plan here? And so I thought, all right, if I can get this amount of feedback from a video that I filmed in 30 minutes, what kind of feedback and growth can I experience if I made videos every day and spent 2 hours scripting, researching, finding, graphics or creating my own graphics for them? And so then for 86 days, 87 days, somewhere in that range, I made 1 to 2 videos every day during the summer, right? For that 86, 87 day range. Some of them popped off. I made a video about Disney that did really well. I made a video about AT&T that flopped, right? But it was the consistency. It was about continuing to make content, because no matter what, the video at the time only was, let's say I had 100,000 followers at the time, and if I only got 2,000 views on the video, I'd say, oh my God, that was terrible. Only this many people watched it. What's going on? But then I look at the comments and it's the 17 people like, yo, Austin, this is a really good video, man. Thanks for sharing this. I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking welcome. Or it's like, hey man, this is cool. I'm gonna DM you and talk more about this. All right, Aaron, let's fucking DM it. Like real people. It's not about like, I think as
Hmm.
content creators, and you've I'm sure experienced this all the time, we get caught up in the numbers. We get caught up in
Oh
seeing
yeah.
like the views are up, the views are down. I still have 7 people commenting and engaging. I still have 46 people commenting and engaging. Like that is what we should be focusing on, not the statistics, the ratios, the click-through rate, the engagements, the what, all that stuff. Well, I guess engagement's real, but I guess the like to view ratio, whatever, right? I'm saying there's always people, new people, especially people who, I mean, I can't tell you some of the most heartwarming things I've read from people that I'm just like, dude, like if it wasn't, yeah, I'm sure oh my God,
That's
you're, especially with what you're
possibly
saying.
one of the most positive things about it. It's just some of the happy messages,
We eat them up, man. Absolutely.
it's beautiful. It's so unbelievably positive. It's incredible.
And so then, okay, cool. I'm growing. This is nice. And, coming back to the middle school, high school, make money entrepreneur guy, how do I make money from TikTok? I think I do some sponsored videos, right? That's what people do when they have a following on social media. They get some brands, some sponsorships. First brand that reached out to me was called Scoutable. Incredible. Love them. And they paid me 40 bucks. They said, we will Venmo you 40 bucks if you make a video about our app. And I was like, cool, what is it? They said,
Hell
well,
yeah.
yeah, I was like, hell yeah, yeah, sign me up, dude. 40 bucks. Like I was making money now on this, right? I was
Yeah.
gonna put gas in my car. And so I made the video, and there's this really cool app which you play a video game. It's about 15-minute long campaign story. And by the decisions you make in the video game, it's open-ended decisions. By the decisions you make, it identifies your strengths and weaknesses, puts that onto like some sort of resume that further explains into them, and then sends that to job recruiters. Super awesome
That's
app.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
scoutable.
did
Everyone go
not see
download.
that coming.
Same. Yeah. So
I'm
there are
impressed.
like recruiters inside the app that they pull from, like, oh, we want people. Obviously, I mean, these aren't like going to be some crazy corporate jobs, but like,
Yeah.
we want people that have leadership, listening skills, and the ability to talk in front of an audience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if the app can pull that data, and but we don't care if they have these 4 weaknesses,
Yeah.
then match it up. Boom. I mean, Mark Cuban, he invested in the company, and so I was like, that's what sold me. I like Mark Cuban. I was like, cool. And so, I did that for $40, and I was like, yo, this is great. She's like, whoa, we just had 2,000 people download our app. Thank you so much. And I'm like, wait a second. 2,000 people for $40? Okay, hold on. Let's run some numbers here. Like, let me, let me up my price. And so, and yeah, but I'll never forget. They were the first people that ever reached out, and they were incredible. And then it came down to, I began shifting away from the easy personal finance. Here's what a credit card is. Here's what APY is. Here's what things of that nature, and started moving into something I was a lot more comfortable with. And I'm not more comfortable with, but something I knew a lot of, which was stocks. And people were eating it up because the stock market was doing whatever the fuck the stock market was doing in April and May.
Yeah.
And so that's where I saw a lot of momentum begin picking up for my account and my content. And I was right about DocuSign. I was right about Square. Called Square out at $45, and now it's north of 200. Right. DocuSign out at like $60. Now it's north of 220. Right. So I was right about a couple big winners, and people were like, yo, this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna follow him and tell my friends about it. And I'm like, yeah, fucking follow me and tell your friends about me. That'd be great. And then like, yo, how do we, see your portfolio? Can you tell us what to buy, when to sell? I'm like, okay, let's take a step back here. And then I thought about it, and I was like, people have Discords where they, do the buys and the portfolio shares and things of that nature. I was like, I bet, people are interested in this. I bet I could charge money for it. And that's sort of how the idea of Patreon came about. It was, okay, firm believer that information is free. Anyone can go online, look up something, research something, anything, right? I'm here to tell you why I think any stock. I'm not going to, I guess that's why I really don't charge for like stock pitches or things. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. But if you want to know what I've been doing, if you want to know maybe this, that, or the other, if you want to, what I can charge for though is maybe put a premium on how I explain that information. If I sit down and I DM you for 45 minutes explaining it to you, right? That's then where I can add real value to you, and you can, reciprocate. And so that's where people really had a good, that's just, Patreon was for that. It was for those more intimate relationships. And so then I began, spending a lot of time doing that. And that's how I was able to connect with so many incredible people, which I've, like I alluded to earlier, sat down with them and talked them through, yes, if you do this, this, and this by 47 years old, you'll have this much. Whoa, that's incredible, right? Those, the light bulb moments that we were talking about. And so then beyond that, it just came to, let's grow. Let's continue to build. Let's work with brands. And now it has come to, okay, you're working with brands. We're getting big. How can we make better content? How can we distribute on a much larger scale? And now we're moving away from, not moving away, but I guess begin to sprinkle in some spice of, okay, Austin, you just recorded your computer screen, to, okay, let's get you a green screen. Let's get you a real camera. Let's get you an editor. Let's get you some light. Let's get you a microphone, right? Let's make sure that the content we make now goes from recorded it on our cell phone to it's actually kind of nice. And then from that, we incorporate brands, and then we begin to package things together, turn it into series, publish it, and just begin to really build on that. But that's where I am right now. That was sort of where my mind was during the journey.
It really is a little by little experience, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. Like say TikTok, you might make a video and it might go viral, and you have this, amazing experience of this happening. If the next thing you try to do is go do something epic, it's a little dangerous. But you can make another video, and then you can make another video, and you go through this process, of, video, and then you start to go, okay, a little bit better here, a little bit better there. And I'm going through the same process. And that was my initial reaction, for sure. I'm sure it was for you as well. It's like, as soon as something big happened, my brain immediately exploded and said, oh, the world is my oyster. I could do anything. I should
Right.
do everything. It's
Yeah.
like, hold on a second.
Exactly. That was the mistake, is let's do everything.
Yeah, everything is a really dangerous option. But slowly building is
And
incredible
beyond,
process.
yeah, absolutely. And beyond slowly building, I'd argue too, the most undervalued asset are our comment section. It's
Mm,
so much easier to slowly build when people are telling you what they like, what they don't like, and what they want to see next. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yes.
you sway from, okay, well, what do I got to do? Was that good? Was this good? How do I figure this out? Goes to, hey, Austin, instead of doing this, can you like do this instead? Or, oh, I'd love it if you made a video about this, this, and this. Okay, cool. I'll do it. Count me in. Like, this is incredible. So what
Yeah.
else do you want? Like bring it in. I
Yeah.
think, and be able to slowly build with your audience, that caters to what they're doing, not just like what's easier for you or might be, more efficient for you, but slowly build with them. That's how you build a community. That's how you build relationships. That's the name of the game.